Disney vacations, all-inclusive resorts, cruises and family trips to Idaho. Travel to your favorite place and have a celebration. Sandpiper Vacations.
Broadcasting from the Sandpiper Vacation Studio. Welcome to Parents' Night Out with no new friends. The comedy break every parent deserves. This is the podcast where parenting meets pure, unfiltered fun. Real, raw hilarity. It's your night out without the kids, where nothing is off limits. And we say what everybody else is thinking. Whether you're a parent or just need a good laugh, we've got the adult humor you crave. So kick back, relax, and get ready to let loose with us. This is Parents' Night Out with no new friends.
We're all centered on the video. That's awesome.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, right?
Yeah, we're never all centered. That's great.
I know.
I'm pretty proud of myself.
Yeah, Sarah must have adjusted her camera.
Sarah started taking TikTok real serious.
Yeah, right?
I really did. Lewis actually broke my camera. And so we have super glue right here because he just glued it back together for me. And I think that this is the best it's ever been.
Yeah,
Looks
it
great.
is.
Yeah.
It looks great.
Yep.
It's hard for me to sit here for this long, okay?
That's fair.
I'm sorry. Are we getting in your way of not
No,
sitting?
it's because some of us are on a spectrum, okay? And we
Sarah
have
came
to
out of
be
the
moving all
closet.
the
Yeah,
time.
Sarah came out of the closet the other day on TikTok.
Happy Prime.
She's autistic. I did not know that. She's an autist. I had no idea you were an autist.
Well, I took a couple of tests and it says I scored really well.
Is it the nasal swab?
That's one of them. Yeah.
What if we did a cold open? What if we did a cold
I
open
think
for an
we just
episode?
did.
I know. What if this is the episode now?
We've been recording.
Everybody knows who we are. Everybody knows who's here. And they know the show. I don't know. Well, Alex will cut all this out in post, I'm sure.
I don't know. Maybe we keep it and let's see.
I know. Maybe we do.
Let's see what happens. We'll see if I like it or not.
Yeah. I want to know a little bit more about Sarah's autism.
Okay.
I want to know what video I posted that
I think
came
there's
out.
several. There's like
I
three or
think
four
there
that you
is
talk
too,
about
yeah,
being
because
autistic. Yeah.
Literally, do you see my bio says funny and cool with a side of autism? And then I said, maybe I should change the side to sprinkle. And my oldest daughter said, no, you definitely have a full side. It's not just a sprinkle.
And you know what's going to happen, Sarah, is 10 years from now, you're going to look back. It's saying that you're autistic as like a semi joke, because I'm sure you're a little autistic. But, but like, it's going to be like saying the R word.
Yeah.
Like in 10 years, for sure.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You're not even be able to call autistic people autistic in 10 years. I'm sure it'll be something totally different.
No, I'm pretty sure it's, I'm pretty sure it's there.
Really? Now, what were your early signs?
I have like a level of OCD that really, honest to God, started it. My therapist, I have one of those. I actually graduated from therapy. I don't have to go anymore.
When was the
that's what he
ceremony?
told
Did
me.
you have a cap and gown?
I wish that would have been cool because I didn't get one for high school, so that would have been nice.
I didn't think you could
too
graduate.
expensive.
Like, isn't therapy ongoing?
I graduated to twice a month from once a week, and then I graduated fully. And he said I don't have to come back anymore unless it's like
that's what my
like an
last therapist
emergency
did.
session.
Oh,
Which is kind of nice. Yeah, but he said I'm flirting. Yeah, he said I'm flirting with OCD really bad. I'm a perfectionist.
Who's OCD? Is he Dominican?
Lewis just changed his name to OCD.
Oh, no, I had that a long time before I met him. It runs in my family, actually.
What, OCD or autism?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
So what's your autistic superpower?
Oh, yeah. What is it? Spending?
Saving.
I'm really good at that. No, I'm way worse at spending. I told Lewis we had to get something not so fancy for dinner tonight because we're flirting with a zero checking account. You know what I'm saying?
That's always fun, though, isn't it? Isn't it fun flirting with zero on the checking account? It's like you might have a savings, but when you flirt with, exactly. So you have a savings account. When you flirt with zero on the check, it's like, ooh, what's coming out tomorrow? Then the Klarna hits, and it's like they send you the text. We could not process your Klarna payment. It's like,
Chris,
Wait a second.
Chris, no, flirting with a zero bank account was awful. Like before I met my wife, like I was so broke
Back
all the
in
time.
my day.
Yeah. I was so broke all the time that like at the end of the week, I would go to Walgreens or Winn-Dixie, and I do grocery shopping and I buy like a carton of cigarettes or whatever. And I'd write a check, and I would write the check for $25 more than the amount so that I could get $25 cash back so I could put cash in my car. And then I just hoped and prayed that the courier did not bring the check to the bank until Friday. Like I timed it out. I could go Wednesday and I'd be okay.
How many things are you going to say that's extinct now? You said 3 things: Winn-Dixie, checks, and what was the courier?
I had to wait for the Wells Fargo wagon to bring the check to the bank. No,
Hey, I actually, my first job was at Winn-Dixie and I took checks.
Same.
So it wasn't that long ago in your defense. Actually, I am getting kind of old. So
You're up there, Sarah. You're not old, but you're getting up there. I feel
31.
Like 31's getting up there. Yeah, you're in your 30s now. So Emily just turned 31, and she said the difference between turning 30 and 31 is now she's in her 30s. When you're 30, you're 30, right?
That's true.
The 31, you're in your 30s, and then you're basically 40.
But I'll tell you what, Miranda, correct me if I'm wrong. 30 was harder than 40.
No.
Really?
Definitely not.
Oh, I was depressed when I was turning 30, but
you're
I
a
was
man.
like, I'm 40. It's cool.
I think for women and men, though, it's totally different. I really do.
I can see that for sure.
I felt like I was going into my golden era. You know, I grew up when I turned 30 and life was going to just fall together.
Me too.
I've been waiting a year and like 5 months for that.
I've been waiting 11 years, so it's not working. It's not happening.
You're 51?
No, from 30.
Oh my God.
I was like, whoa. I was like, I didn't even know you were 40. You're telling us you're 50?
51? No, from 30. Well, I just remember turning 30 and thinking, yeah, I'm going to get my shit together. This is it. Nope. So.
If Miranda's 51, I want to know what they're putting in the water in Tennessee besides racism.
Maybe that's the key. Look at Trump. Looks pretty good, dude. He's like 90.
Is he, though? Is he?
I think he is. Oh, look good? Probably not. It's probably the 10 pounds of makeup.
So did we ever get to Sarah's autism superpower?
Oh, that's right.
I don't
It's probably
know.
deflecting or procrastination.
I'm really good at that. I'm really, really good at that. I don't know because I've never thought about the answer to that question. And honestly, I'm just going to go with I probably have many.
Oh,
you should have heard me singing classical music earlier. That's
You have a good
really
voice.
good. No,
You're a
I
singer?
didn't say that. What?
talking about superpowers.
She's got
here.
unbelievable
Never said that.
courage.
Maybe I'll post a TikTok about it one day.
I love that.
Oh, yeah. Do it right now. We'll pause.
I have so many drafts that TikTok yelled at me and said I have too many drafts and I have to
Do you
start
really?
posting those. Yeah, because you think I can do something in one take? No, I have to do it in like 4 takes. And then I go back through. It's the OCD, right? And I have to make sure that like my hair is parted right. And I lip sync a lot. I got to make sure it's on, you know.
Oh, man, you have so many drafts that Israel's getting jealous.
Oh,
You're not
World War
allowed to
III
say that
joke.
word, I don't think.
Israel?
Draft?
Yeah. Yes.
We'll say Iran, too. We'll even it out.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah.
Chris, if you were, because everybody's a little bit autistic.
Oh, yeah.
What is your autistic superpower?
Oh, my mind races 24/7. So I'm always thinking of things. So remember I called you about something random the other day. It's just because I was driving home from Walmart and after flirting with a $0 checking account and I thought of something random and called you about it. Yeah, it's my mind racing 24/7. That's the reason why I didn't want to go on medicine for the longest time. It's like I love my racing mind because not racist mind, racing mind. Scott, it's different. We are not the same. And yeah, that's my autistic superpower is my mind races, and I'm very good on the spot because of it. So like if someone asks me a question, even if I don't know the answer, I can come up with something for sure to make them think I do know the answer. I guess bullshitting is my superpower. I guess that's a really good way. It's a really good way of saying I'm really good at bullshitting.
It's a long way of saying just bullshitting.
Yeah.
Miranda, do you have an autistic superpower other than not paying attention to me and sending whatever text you were sending?
I wasn't sending. Okay.
He's like the teacher in school.
Yeah, I'll text you back later, Miranda. I commented on the podcast.
Don't you forget.
Got Mary 2.0 over there.
My superpower. I mean, no. I'm very forgetful. Does that count? I can't remember anything. It's not a superpower. It's just.
I think that's a character flaw.
Yeah.
Okay. I got nothing.
Okay.
Superpower. Ugh.
I am anything that I get into, I'm super obsessive about.
I can vouch for that.
No, I can see that.
Sarah,
Hyperfixation.
What?
Hyperfixation.
Yeah. Oh, I hyperfixate. So when I got into wrestling, I went back and I watched I'm trying to watch 40 years of wrestling history.
Yeah.
Just every moment I have, I'm watching old premiere live events so that I can just catch up. Premium live events, whatever. You know, I'm on this weight loss kick. This morning I woke up and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do the Peloton today. Like I hit the 20-day streak and I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to break the streak.
Just retire.
No, not retire. Give my body a rest.
Don't do
Brock
it.
Lesnar.
You're gonna break the streak.
But then I'm downstairs watching Back to the Future and I'm like, I think I'm going to get on the Peloton. So I did a 5K. I can't stop. I won't eat anything like Rachel bought me key lime pie for Father's Day and some cupcakes. I'm like, well, that's going to go bad. I'm not going to eat that. She's like, you can eat a bite. And I'm like, can't do it. Can't do it.
You can have a little.
Can't.
I mean, come on. That's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, like, when I was drinking Diet Coke, look at all the Diet Coke that I drank, like 2 gallons a day. Like,
That is a lot.
Yeah, I hyperfixate or I just obsess over the things that interest me. Darren, what's your autistic superpower?
Not only do I hyperfixate, I know every single thing about the topic that I'm hyperfixated on, to the fact that I could go to any trivia event and win a table by myself. Like if there was back,
and then I tell everybody,
and everybody has to know
the same thing.
And like earlier, we were watching Back to the Future, and like my dad was trying to tell me a fun fact, and I was like, yeah, and like I stopped him and finished the fun fact about the movie. There was you had you had 2 out of like how many that you shared over the past 2 days, like 20.
That's two that you didn't know. That's 2 that you didn't know.
And you know what? I'll never forget them now, and nobody will ever be able to tell me those again because I know them now.
That's true. It's because I read the books.
There's books.
This was not like, these are not books that came out and they turned into movies. These are books that came out after the movies came out.
No one does. No one reads those.
That was my next question.
I read those. They were great.
I have a couple. I have the set of Indiana Jones books, but I've never read them. I just think they're cool. Yeah, you can read them if you want. I don't know how to read, so.
I did that with the Assassin's Creed books.
Ooh.
I collected them.
Like the video game?
Yeah, the video game. Yeah.
Books on all these
So
things.
good. Yep, the video game. Oh man, one of my favorites.
Interesting.
But I haven't touched one in months, which is what hyperfixation.
Correct. Correct.
Well, we're halfway through Pride Month. So Darren, your portion of the month is done.
Yeah, I'll step out. It's great, guys.
You celebrate every other day? Is that how it works?
Yeah, you can only celebrate half the month. So
Yeah, it's like today you're wearing black, tomorrow it's glitter.
Yeah, correct.
And that's how it works. I like that. Get a little bit of a break.
how was Chris? How was your Father's Day?
It's good.
All
Okay.
right.
Dude, I woke up to the smell of sausage. It was Nick. I woke up to the smell of sausage and stuffed French toast. It was still Nick, and it was Emily made me breakfast. It was awesome. You guessed it, sausage and stuffed French toast. And then I walked down the steps. I was not going to say I came downstairs. I walked down the steps, and Emily got me. I sent a picture of it. I think of the she Funko'd me.
Aww.
Yes.
Yeah. Me, Ellie, and Bailey all in a
Super
in a
cute.
two-pack. Yeah, it was pretty cool. My glasses are a little lopsided, but I'm writing to Funko about that, and they're going to reimburse us for that. It was really cool. It's sitting behind me somewhere. I think it's right up here,
God.
actually. Oh, it's right here.
Oh,
For
perfect.
anybody watching on YouTube, you can't see anything. It's just a glare. But yeah, that was a really cool gift. You know what the best gift of all was? Emily said, so we alternate days on the weekends of sleeping in. So
I
Saturday
raising the kid, like,
well, that's I can't even say alternating. That's like she does most of that. But every other day, Saturday I sleep in, Sunday she sleeps in, and then Saturday night she said, "I have a surprise for you."
Blowjob.
You even better. You get to sleep in tomorrow. I got 14 hours of sleep that night. It's better. It's better, Miranda. Yeah, it's better. Yeah, it was awesome. So that was the greatest gift of all. Also, I guess my daughter's a really good gift too. But sleeping in on Sunday was really, really great.
That's cool.
I guess which sounds cruel, an hour of not seeing her, right? But I'll see her when she wakes up, right? Yeah, but it was a really fun day.
It'll be fine.
Exactly. It was a really fun day. It was really cool. People forgot it was my second Father's Day. Like my sister and my brother-in-law kept saying happy first Father's Day.
Yes, I know. I made the same mistake.
Which was great because I got better gifts. Yeah. But I mean, I didn't even correct them. They just literally just went to her first birthday party mid-May. And they're wishing me happy first Father's Day. Yeah, the math adds up. But yeah, it was great. It was great. I did get my first dad shirt. I got my first dad shirt. My mom bought me a shirt. It said Yoda Best Dad and had a picture of Yoda.
That's cute.
That's cute.
So I couldn't wait to get one of those like corny t-shirts. Like I never told anyone I wanted one. I was like, I need one of these like just shirts that you laugh at when you look at it in Kohl's when you're in high school. Yeah. And then like, it's like, now I'm a dad now. I'm a dad. So and I just need a pair of the New Balances. But yeah, so
and jorts.
And jorts, yeah. They're on the way for sure. Yeah, they're definitely closer than I think.
Did you guys see the dad shirt that Rachel got me?
That was pretty cool. Yeah,
on my Facebook.
That was pretty cool. Darren, how do you feel being on a shirt of your dad's? Was that weird for you?
It was a little weird.
You're the oldest.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like it's a little much, Dad.
Correct.
And your dad's probably crying.
I'm 25.
Oh, I loved it. I absolutely loved that shirt. Yeah. I don't know what I like, but so Abby made me a homemade card, and homemade cards can be a little bit cheesy, whatever. This was amazing. Like, it was super funny. So good, but it
was a restraining order. That's why I teared up. It's like
that was actually my gift.
Sarah, did you and Lewis do anything? I know you worked, right?
We both worked, but I did drive all over Central Florida to find him his gift. So that was fun.
Ooh, what was that?
A blowjob.
No, that's easy. We could park behind his work. I could handle that. He wanted this, he loves this Jimmy Choo cologne.
Fancy, yes, fancy.
He was.
Do
I know who that is? I know Jimmy. Yeah, I know Jimmy.
We're old friends.
Didn't he play Shang-Chi?
Yeah, that guy. Yep. I think he's white, Scott. Oh my god. Anyways,
it's Jewish. His last names are actually Chushevitz.
Oh, you could just add a Berg too. Yeah, so I finally found this cologne that he wanted. Apparently, you can't find it anywhere anymore, but I found it at an Ulta in Winter Springs.
Wow.
I feel like I was halfway to you at that point.
Wow, yeah, you could have just come up all the way and then also kept
I
driving.
contemplated just saying screw that, I'm going to the Lego store. But it was a difference of like $400, so I figured that'll be the next holiday, whatever that is.
Okay.
Was Amazon not working that day? Is that why you were driving around looking for something?
I needed to get it yesterday, Chris, because I started yesterday.
That's fair. That's fair.
Forcing me to say that when he's right next to me is cool.
Miranda, how was your Father's Day?
So it was a Father's Day weekend. So he kept reminding us that it was his weekend. So we celebrated all weekend. But it was good. Saturday night, I think I told you guys I was going to take him to dinner Sunday.
Oh, at the Olive Garden, yeah.
No.
Fancy Italian place.
I worked at Olive Garden.
Did you? Oh,
we
man,
didn't go to the Olive Garden. We went to Fazoli's.
Ryan,
I love Fazoli's. I love it. I ended up taking him to a new sushi place Saturday night instead.
That's a cool, trendy name for the sushi place. Saturday night?
Well, that too. But Blue Sake, I think is what it was called. So, yeah, we went there. He drank too much. The waitress was
trying to get my wife to Blue Sake.
Oh, my God.
You sucker puncher?
Dude, I just don't get it. Like, I don't understand. I know my husband's hot. I get it. And he looks really good now that he got his hair cut.
Doesn't look homeless anymore.
No. Oh, my God. He looks so good when he cuts his hair. And so, yeah, this woman was just, I wasn't even there. It was like I was his emotional support dog, just hanging out, trying to, whatever. I don't know. It was awful. So anyway, he drank too much. My best friend came, we hung out, and he wanted to go to the cheesecake.
Best friend also joined you?
Yes, my best friend. She came, stop it, just for dinner and drinks. And then he wanted to go to the Cheesecake Factory. So we went, and that waitress also decided to just talk to him the whole time and flirt with him. So, yeah.
Didn't charge
They said Happy Daddy's Day.
No, they didn't. They definitely were. They were trying to get me in jail. But I just literally, it was fun, but it was just annoying. So, yeah.
I never make eye contact with a man at a table. Like, I just can't, because if somebody looks at my husband, that's it. I'm like you. Game over. Cuffs.
It's just disrespectful the way you like.
This is so interesting. If a server looks at me with those eyes, my wife's like, here, take him. Like,
well, no server's looking at you with those eyes, but
we love our husbands.
I do love them. Yeah, I was having a couple drinks and I was okay. But then when the second one, she was just obvious. It was like, come on. Like,
did she?
She wanted to. And I think he's just oblivious. Like, because he's a big jokester anyway. Like, all he does is, joke around, and I don't know.
3 years ago, that same exact thing happened to me. I was at a diner, and this woman made direct eye contact. It was flirty and stuff. We haven't been out to eat for 3 years.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be going out again.
We DoorDash everything now.
Listen, it's just a way for them to make more tips. Like,
I'm the one that's in charge of that.
Less.
So
sometimes they might get more of a tip. I don't know.
She's not getting the tips she wants.
Just wants the tip. Just the tip.
Listen, she wanted the whole shebang. I don't know.
See, I make jokes about my wife being like, oh, you can take him and all that. If a server started flirting with me, my wife would completely get off on that. If a server started flirting with her, she would get off even more. Like, she would love that shit. Like, my wife is the type of wife is like, hey, if you want to go to the strip club, go to the strip club, have fun, but you better make it fucking rain. Like, you got some girls to put through college while you're there. Like, that's my wife.
Wow.
Yeah, Scott's wife wants him to leave so bad.
I'm going to give you the address of my job. Bring Rachel. I'll do what I have to do to make $1.
Oh my God, that's great. Yeah.
But it really bothers you. I mean, it's just, it's an act. It's like the stripper doesn't actually like your husbands.
No, that's different. Like, they're just, listen, I know the difference. Like, I've been a server. Sarah, probably, you like you said, you don't look at them like that. I mean, it was a glance in my direction and never even acknowledging that I'm speaking, telling you what I want to drink. Like, I'm asking you a question. She would go, I'm sorry, what? Listen to me. I mean, maybe you'll know what I'm saying. Like,
you're so much better than me, because at that point I would have said, I'm so sorry, but do you not see me sitting right here? Mm-hmm. If you want to communicate through me before I.
Yeah, I'm going to need someone else or something. I
would never from the opposite side of the table. I could never. And I don't think it's just a way to make tips, Scott, because it's just disrespectful.
So it's just a flirt with your husbands.
Yeah. Yes.
I've seen it happen.
This was. Yes.
I'm a happily married woman. I would never go up to a table and ever attempt that. It's just a thirsty chick trying to get somebody else's man.
You think so? I think they're trying to get some into the man's wallet.
No.
Well, then they need to try a man that doesn't have a woman right next to him.
Yeah, or two. I mean, there was two of us. Who knows what's going on? No, just kidding.
Maybe she wanted you to join in. She was like, hey, I can be the fourth.
Well, she certainly didn't. She didn't give me those vibes. So.
Chris, thoughts on this? Did I wake you up?
I think girls get very possessive once the waitress drops a hun type thing. Oh, right?
That's yes. They hate that.
Hun.
You know how many complaints I've had to deal with because the server called her
sweetheart or
hun, but they have to be under the age of 50.
Right.
Like over the age of 50, that's in the vocabulary. That's just a normal noun. Under the age of 50, that's like, are you trying to have sex with my husband?
I mean, it's true. There's a difference there too. Like the way they, if I go somewhere and an older woman is speaking to him that way, like hun, dear, whatever.
Yeah.
That's.
Yeah, I'll say it back sometimes. Something you have to be raspy. All of them that say it have a raspy voice. They're chain smokers too. It's like it's harmless. But
yeah, the Waffle House, anybody can call you hon. It's fine.
Yes,
100%. It's fine.
100%.
You all have nicknames at the Waffle House.
You could also fight the waitresses at the Waffle House. It's in the fine print.
I could definitely take them.
It's one of the menu items.
Yeah, it's like I'll take the number 3 Mortal Kombat. The waiter or waitress.
For an extra $5, you can throw a chair.
Trial by combat. How would you like to pay for this bill? Cash, card, or trial by combat?
They have the money in the bank briefcase ready to go. Just bring your own referee.
Now I got the waitress climb the ladder and you got a free pick.
Oh, well, ladies, I'm sorry that this stuff bothers you. This is
Listen. Yeah, you just don't understand, Scott.
So
what happens when there's a hot husband?
I'm telling you.
Maybe
I shouldn't have let him get his hair.
I've never been hit on.
Remember what happened to the last person on this podcast that hit on my husband? I think not.
I need to hear this story.
Episode 176.
Off air, Miranda. Off air.
She got off air as well.
I did have my first Bud Light yesterday.
One?
No.
You said it was singular, not plural.
Yeah. So here's what happened. So we went to Raglan Road. Luckily, I don't have any allergies, so I was not in jeopardy of dying. Went to Raglan Road at Disney Springs, and they're like, hey, it's Father's Day. You get to pick one free beer from this side of the list. And I'm like,
wow.
I wasn't going to drink today.
For $8.99, we'll give you a free beer.
But I was like,
score.
If it's free, I might as well. So I got this dark beer from Crooked Can, which is a local brewery here in Winter Garden. And it was delightful. So then I had another one. I had to pay for that one. And I behaved during lunch. I had like Rachel and Abby got appetizers. They got like fried macaroni and cheese balls, and then also bang bang chicken.
Ooh.
And so I like had a bite of each because a lot of fried, a lot of carbs and all that. And then I ordered a salad. I had a salmon salad for brunch. It was delightful.
Oh, you're such a pussy.
Like, I can have that second beer. I was like, I can have that second beer. And I've said it a million times. 2 is too many. 14 is not enough. So then it was on. It was every beer cart. I'm stopping for a Bud Light. So it was like old times again, Chris.
You lived. And I lived.
And more importantly, when I stepped on the scale today, I didn't want to hang myself.
Science isn't real. Now you're understanding why we want to lock Fauci up.
That was really funny.
I said we. It's kind of really role played into that one.
But yeah, I only put on a pound, and that was fine. I felt good.
That's great.
Yeah, I was excited.
Good for you, dude.
Yeah.
You're an alcoholic again. Congratulations.
Well, no, I mean, I could have drank today, and I didn't, so I wouldn't consider myself an alcoholic.
It's always more fun when you wait a while. Like that's, I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you save yourself for a special night. I get drunk a lot quicker now that I stop drinking every day. No, not every day. No, but like if you stop drinking for a little bit, your intolerance goes way down.
Yeah.
Tolerance. You become intolerant.
Yeah.
Well, you're intolerant of a lot of things and cultures. Now beer as well.
Since I almost died, I've only drank 3 times. On my dad's birthday, I had 3 Mick Ultras. On Darren's birthday,
it was great, by the way. Thanks for asking.
You know you're an alcoholic when you give beers nicknames. Mick Ultras. That's Mick.
Mick Ultra. Then on Darren's birthday, I had High Noons, 3 or 4 High Noons.
You had a little bit. You had a little bit more than 3 or 4.
Yeah, but I wasn't feeling like definitely was not buzzed.
It's also how you know you're an alcoholic when you start lying about how much you consume. This might become an intervention.
Darren, how was your birthday?
It was all right.
Oh, did you turn 30, Darren?
I turned 25.
That's a big birthday. 30.
He gets a cut off his insurance.
Yeah. Oh, that sucks, dude. That sucks. No, it's 26.
No,
my insurance goes lower and I can rent a car.
What are we talking about?
At 25.
Yeah, now I can rent a car.
26, you're off your parents' insurance.
Oh, I've already been off my parents' insurance.
I guess if they don't have any.
Correct. Have you seen my dad? He almost died.
Did almost die, but luckily I had insurance, and so I could go to the hospital.
Yeah, and that $1,000 ambulance ride.
It was $5,000.
5,000. Sorry,
Chris, you had a game you wanted to play tonight.
No.
Oh. All right. Well, this is awkward.
Actually, I do have a game to play if you guys are interested.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Nah.
I don't want to do this anymore. You can host. I don't want to play radio anymore.
So YouTube just saw the intro for us, 6 seconds long. It's pretty long for Scott. This game is called No, This Can't Be True. Or Is It? And this is sponsored by High Noon, actually. We got High Noon as a sponsor for this. So thank you. Shout out to High Noon. Brand new segment.
That's what I'm drinking right now.
See?
Well, look at that.
You just uncircumcised your can? What was that? You unsheathed it? What is that?
It's like a koozie, but it's like a metal.
See, I never understood those. I drink them too fast. They never get cold for me.
Yeah, well, you don't need really a koozie for.
I think I
know. It's just like gone.
Yeah.
Well, I used to use it for my energy drinks, but when my dad had his medical emergency, I stopped drinking energy drinks.
Probably runs in the family. I mean, he doesn't run the family. He doesn't run. Anyway,
no, he doesn't.
So
did I tell you I tried to run one day?
No.
Made it a quarter mile. That was it.
Wow. I would have loved to see that. It's horrible.
You only made it a quarter. So you made it like even less than because the whole neighborhood's like a whole mile long. You started.
I went like 6 houses down the street and I couldn't do it.
You said, no, I can't do it, and walked back.
He was in the movie room, ran to the fridge. It's just down the hall for him. Ran back.
So, okay, funny story. I know you want to get to this game. So here's, I was like,
what game are you talking about?
I've said my goal is I want to do a Disney race, like a 5K. And so I bought running shoes. And I bought earbuds so that I could go jogging.
I love how you didn't own running shoes. That's telling.
Well, yeah, I own like tennis shoes, but they're like you don't run in these. They're
Yeah.
So
you play tennis in them, I guess.
I went jogging. I got my earbuds on. I set it up for my WWE theme song playlist.
It's a good one.
Yeah, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna jog. And as soon as I started jogging, my calves started burning. My shins started burning. Like the bottoms of my feet. I was like, oh, this is awful.
I'm sure you stretched before as well.
I did. So I was like, I can't do this. Like these shoes aren't working. Brand new. So then Rachel buys me even brand newer running shoes that now I wear to the parks, and it's like being on a cloud. It's so soft, it's so expensive, and I got running shorts too. They're running shorts, but they have like the black, like the Spanish. They have pockets for my.
Do you wear underwear with those?
No, you don't. You don't have to.
I know. Yeah, I don't. Sometimes I double up, but sometimes I don't. It really depends on the day.
Well, I'm doubled up today because I'm wearing gingerbread man in a sexual position, like boxer briefs.
Yeah,
from Shinesty.
You're wearing boxers in under compression pants?
But they're boxer briefs.
Boxer briefs.
Like,
I don't know what that means.
Briefs.
Tight. They're tight.
It's like tighty whities, but longer.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I wear. I can't wear boxers.
And it's got a ball sack so that the balls sit
I can't
in the
do
sack.
that. I tried it and I can't do it.
Well,
it hurts.
I didn't think I could either, but if you have it up on since I've lost some weight,
I feel like they're in a headlock for me.
No, it's
I started losing circulation.
So
I went to the hospital,
and then you don't have the chafing underneath the sack.
I chafe in my thighs.
You chafe underneath your sack?
Sometimes,
what is that?
yeah, I have to put Desitin on.
No, I chafe in between my thighs.
That's fucking gross.
My thighs rub.
My ball sack hangs low. I don't know what to say. Maybe it's from the surgery. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I tried that ball hammock thing, and it felt like a torture device. I felt like I was James Bond when they were doing that. That torture
you gotta
stuff.
adjust it. Maybe pull them up a little bit because they sit in that ball hammock.
No, I throw them all away.
No,
I didn't like it.
The ball hammock is fantastic.
I'm walking. I started losing circulation in my feet. I was like, I don't understand. This is not normal. They were expensive too. They weren't cheap.
Well, and I love the ones from Shinesty. I've got ones with a constellation in sexual positions.
Constellations,
like the stars.
Yeah,
they're like
constellations.
Constellations. That's what I said.
Oh,
but they're in sexual positions.
How could a star be in a sexual position?
They're star people, like Orion. They're the people, but they're in sexual positions.
All right, it's like the big ass dipper,
or like the dippers are like reverse on each other.
So it's the tipper.
Yeah, the tipper.
Nice.
Which is what the servers of the restaurant were hoping Lewis and Brandon were.
Happy Pride Month, I guess.
Happy Pride.
And then I also have ones with all the sexual innuendo emojis.
Yeah, I used to have those, and then I graduated middle school.
Dude, I can't help it. I'm a 12-year-old, or not 12-year-old. I'm like just a horny teenager. I'm a horny teenager. I guess. Married to a woman in her 40s that has no sex drive.
Sounds very healthy.
That's tough.
So I buy, I get boxers with innuendos, so I can look at those.
Yeah, I guess we'll hit this game intro again. Sorry. Forgot it.
What game? We're playing a game.
We're playing a game?
What?
I mean, you guys keep talking over it, so probably people don't even know what we're playing. But anyway, it's called...
No idea.
To ball hammock or not to ball hammock?
I just played it for the third time. No, this can't be true. Or is it? So... You guys have to tell me, and you have to say it. You have to say it like that too. No, this can't be true. Or, yeah, I think it's probably true. Number one.
Okay.
There's a species of octopus. There's an octopi, or is it octopus? There's a species of octopus that mates by ripping off its own penis and handing it to the female. You think that's true or not? You say true or false? So they're ripping off their own penis and handing it to the female to reproduce. True or false?
Yeah, that's probably true.
Darren's saying it's true. Darren's like, I've actually done it myself.
I'm gonna go, no, this can't be true.
Miranda's like, nah, this can't be true. Sarah?
No.
Yeah, it's got to be true.
Yeah, Sarah's like, I've watched a lot of documentaries in my day. Scott?
I think it's true.
It's true. Well, you guys are... half right. I'm not counting. It's true. Backstory. Some male octopus, like the Argonaut, which is what I used to be called in high school, reproduced by detaching a special arm called a hectopilus, which was also my nickname in high school. Basically a penis tentacle, and giving it to the female. She stores it to fertilize her eggs later. The male usually dies afterwards or drifts away, penisless. Nature's wild, isn't it?
That's sad. Like, he didn't even get any. He just took it off, gave it to her, and he's dead. Like,
dead. Just died. Yeah. Oh. So yeah, some octopi, the Argonauts, Is this true, actually? Is Argonaut
That's
real?
depressing.
Am I getting trolled here? No, the Argonauts rip off their penis and give it to the... Listen, I don't want this game to be 45 minutes long. Let's go to number 2.
It's a terrible life.
Number 2. Victorian doctors invented the vibrator to help women with, quote, hysteria, which is like an anxiety or a panic attack. Sarah.
I think that's true.
Yeah. All right, Darren.
Wait, hold on, Sarah, do vibrators help with anxiety?
Darren.
I don't need one.
I know that's true.
Yes.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
true.
Miranda.
I think it should be true.
And Scott.
I'll go true.
All right. Well, we got a sweeping no.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding. I just really want to see your faces.
Oh, okay.
It's true. The backstory, in the 1800s, doctors thought women suffered from a condition called hysteria caused by a, quote, wandering womb, end quote. Their medical solution was genital massage to induce orgasm, called hysteria paroxysm. To save time and the doctor's hands, they invented the first electromechanical vibrators as medical devices.
Hold up. What doctor was like, I really don't want to do this?
It was
let's
Mike
invent
Pence.
a vibrator.
A lazy man.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I mean, that's a lot of work. There's a lot of women with hysteria
Thanks,
back
Doc.
then.
Thanks, Doc.
Yeah.
I appreciate that invention. Thanks.
Fact number 3. Or is it a fact? It could be. It might not be. In medieval Europe, it was illegal for married couples to have sex on Wednesdays. What do we say, Sarah?
I think it's probably true.
True. Darren?
Again, I know this is true.
All right. Miranda?
I mean, yes.
And Scott?
Yeah, there's so many weird laws with what days you can and can't have sex on. So I'm going to say true. And I know it's true because my wife is always telling me every day it's Wednesday.
I'll tell you what. It was false.
What?
No, that can't be true.
Thursday, isn't it?
No, there were religious restrictions during certain fasting times and holy days, but there was never official Wednesday sex ban. Rachel is giving you some bullshit, Scott. It is
During
not
fasting?
Fasting, yeah.
So they
That's
don't want
probably
anything in your
dangerous.
mouth?
Dude, that's like Ramadan. During Ramadan, you cannot let anything pass through your lips from sun up to sundown.
Wow, I did not know that. Number 4. Male honeybees die immediately after sex because their penis explodes inside the queen. Is this true or false? First of all, if this is true, rest in peace to these dicks, dude.
I
They're
mean,
exploding.
you think you got it bad, Scott? Like, that's terrible.
Sarah, what do you think here?
Probably true.
Some exploding sex? Sarah's like, yeah.
I have it.
I've seen some exploding sex. Darren, exploding sex?
I know that there are insects that do die after sex.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say no. This is not true.
This can't be true. Miranda?
Listen, I think if it exploded in her, that would hurt her too. So I'm going to go with no.
Ooh, that's a good
I don't think
point.
that's
a
true.
good point. Unless she's into that kind of thing. Scott?
I mean,
Well, since part of sex is exploding inside her.
Yeah.
not that way.
I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of animals that when they are done with the sex, they die, or their peni fall off, or there's explosiveness.
Or they eat each other.
They eat each other. They eat each other.
True, they do.
Rip off their heads.
Yep, they rip off their heads.
You get a little kinky.
I'm going to say true.
All right. So this is true.
Yes.
Male honeybees or drones, not the ones we just saw this weekend, mate with the queen mid-air. After they ejaculate, their peni snaps off and stays inside her as a mating plug to block other males. That's clingy.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Sarah and Miranda are like,
Whoa.
It's messed up.
Yeah, I gotta
So
use this
hot,
before I go out to
waitress.
eat.
I mean, yeah.
So this catastrophic
She tried,
damage kills the honeybee instantly. It's truly a one-time gig.
Wow. I hope it was good. That's rough.
Next fact. Koalas have high rates of chlamydia, which can cause blindness.
Yikes.
That's a weird fact. Sarah, what say you?
It's so weird. I'm going to say it's true.
Yeah. Sarah's like, I've been going partially blind for years now after petting a koala at the zoo. Darren.
Yeah, this is probably true.
Yeah, Miranda.
I'm gonna true.
Scott.
Yeah, so I can relate because when I have a really good orgasm, my ears start ringing and they get like blocked up.
That's the high blood pressure. This is true. Shockingly, wild koala populations in Australia can have up to 90% chlamydia infection. It's a big problem for their survival, causing blindness, infertility, and even death.
That's
Conservation
so
is
sad.
treat them with antibiotics. That's insane. Who was the first person to realize that? Can you imagine like a zoologist giving their wife chlamydia? I'm like, oh, who were you sleeping around with? I'm like, I swear, I've just been hanging these koalas. Like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And how's it transmitted? Anyway, next. In ancient Greece, men would drink goat urine as an aphrodisiac before orgies.
That sounds like something.
Now listen, if this was modern times, I could vouch yes. But this is ancient Greece. What do you think, Sarah? Are they drinking goat urine to flip the switch?
Sure. Of course they are.
Darren.
Nah, that's not true.
Miranda.
All this sounds, yeah.
Brian's like, I hope it is, because listen, we need some more. We need three more on this sperm count. Scott.
Yeah, so goat urine and a lot of animal urine, for that matter, is very high in aphrodisiac.
Yeah,
which is
why the fuck do you know that?
Yeah. I read a lot, and so yes,
you don't know how to read.
The ancient Greeks did dabble into the urine of the goat.
Yeah. Now again, I sent this as a prank to Scott 6 months ago to see if he'd do it. He did. This was false. Ancient Greeks never did this. I got Scott to drink goat piss.
I got you to eat a dog cookie.
Anyway, next fact. Some humans have sexsomnia. They initiate sex while asleep and have no memory of it.
Oh, my wife does that shit all the time, but then she doesn't follow through. So I'm left with like gigantic swollen blue balls. 100% true.
So Scott says true. Sarah.
Yeah, that's true.
Darren.
Yeah, that's true.
Miranda.
I definitely feel like I've done this.
Sexsomnia is a real sleep disorder. It's like sleepwalking, but instead of wandering around, person might start sexual activity while unconscious and have no memory of it.
My wife sleepwalks too, so
it's rare, but real enough to be recognized in sleep medicine and sometimes even in court. Can you imagine getting sued for that? But I swear it was sexsomnia. It was sexsomnia. Hope this doesn't air to Diddy. I hope Diddy doesn't hear this.
I think that's what the Trump defense was.
Here's our last one, because I didn't like the last couple. Here's our last one. Reusable condoms made from sheep intestines were common in the 1800s. First of all,
let's go to the
lot to unpack here. Lot to unpack here, and not the people's penis in these intestines. Sheep intestines, reusable. Did they have that technology in the 1800s? Sarah.
This is true.
Sarah's like, listen, they do it in the 2000s too. Spoiler alert, I'm the sheep. No, okay. Darren.
Yeah, this is true.
Miranda.
Why do you have scissors in your hands?
Oh, I fidget with things. You'll get used to it.
That's true.
Scott.
Yeah, it was very common in the 1800s for the 1800s people to use whatever they could find. And they found that the intestines of the sheep, they could still feel. So it was like super thin.
That was very descriptive.
They were washable and they could be reused. So that is 100% true.
So it was very common for people to common sheep intestines in the 1800s. You guys are absolutely correct. Before latex condoms, Before latex, condoms were made from animal intestines, usually sheep or lamb. They were expensive and durable, so they were washed and reused. Some even came with pretty ribbons to tie them in place. The more you know. And that's no, that can't be true, or is it? Of the week.
I love that. That was a fun game.
That's fun.
Have that prepared every week for us, Chris.
Yes, I will. It took me a really long time to compile those. 90 seconds, actually.
Great job.
Are you okay?
That's my autistic superpower, by the way. I can fidget with very sharp objects and not cut myself. Yeah. It's another good one, actually.
Hey, Chris.
Scott.
You got any Cliff Notes?
I do.
It's been quite the show. A lot of stuff's happened, so nothing can stop this little boy from recapping the day the Chris's Cliff Notes way.
So I did mean to write some jokes about Iran bombing back at Israel, but the Iron Dome intercepted them. It's a war joke. Sarah let us know that it's actually worse than that one. Sarah let us know that she graduated therapy. She wanted a cap and gown. I don't know if we can use this. Better than busting a cap with a frown, I guess.
What? Oh my God. It gets worse as I think about it.
Yeah.
Alex, keep that, please.
So it just rhymes, all right?
Oh my God.
Sarah came out of the closet of autism. We went around the room talking about our autistic superpowers. I can't wait to be canceled by the new Greta Thunberg in 10 years. Scott was talking about how his wife would love when people flirt with him at a restaurant. I guess that's easy to say when literally no one has ever done that. I actually know this because I messaged Rachel during the episode and asked her what she would ever do if a waitress flirted with Scott, and she sent me a 47-second long audio message of just her laughing. That was my last Cliff Note, and those are my Cliff Notes.
Thank you so much, Chris. Anybody got anything excited going on with the kids this week?
Oh, we just got Ellie's flower dress in for the wedding in a week and a half. Yeah, that'll be exciting. I won't be here in. I don't know actually. Wait, what? I don't think I'll be here. I don't know actually.
So we're not recording.
I just go with the flow. No, next week I'll be here. It's the following week I might not be here, but Malik won't be here either because he's coming with me. And he's going to my sister's wedding. I can't believe it or not.
So, okay, we'll figure that out off air. Maybe we double up or something.
I'll be here the next Tuesday, probably. I might not be here Monday.
So
I don't know if I'm getting back Sunday or Monday.
Okay.
Anyway, I am coming. Back. Yeah, so we got the flower dress in. It was really, really exciting. And this weekend... I was trying to think of something. I have no idea what we're doing this weekend. I'm gonna have to check my calendar, aka ask Emily what we're doing this weekend. So I have no idea. Probably nothing substantial.
I'm shipping Abby off with her sister, her other sister, or her sister this week.
She's got two.
She does have two. I forgot about that.
You're shipping her. Just don't forget to pack her with an ice pack. It's hot out, babe. You don't want her to overheat.
Yeah. But other than that.
The cartel has very efficient ways of shipping people if you want to reach out to that.
Other than that, I don't think anything else exciting. Darren and I were going to go to Universal today, but it's just too damn hot. And we're like, but we couldn't like rope drop because the cleaners were here. Okay, I shit you not. Nah, this can't be true. No, it is. The cleaning ladies yelled at Darren today.
Oh my God.
I hear these two ladies yelling in Spanish. I'm like, what is happening? And I'm like, Darren's by. He wouldn't touch them. But Darren, what happened?
So they told me my room was too messy that I had to clean I had to clean it up a little bit. They said you've got too much shit on your dresser. You need to clean that shit up. Or we can't, we're not touching it.
Darren, I will say that I would be shocked. But when we had cleaners come to our house one time, it was a wedding gift, and she looked at my shelves, which is just filled with collectibles, and they were like, we did the best we could. I'm sorry, we can't dust.
They were like, we don't want to. they're like, we don't want to touch anything. We don't want to break anything. Meanwhile, I like last weekend bought a $100 poster of something that was used in park at a one of the theme parks, and it's broken. And it wasn't broken this morning.
They broke a poster?
Pissed them off.
Yeah. No, literally. He said, look at this dresser. Boom, boom, boom.
I get that. I have some posters that if that happened, I'd lose my mind.
I like paid $100 for this. It was like used in park, and it's like something image of really cool. I'm pissed about it.
I mean, like, can't you just tell us what it is?
Sure, it's it's a skyline of the of USF before they opened like anything like City Walk
it's an aerial
or
view of Universal Studios
yeah.
back like when it first opened.
It sounds stupid. I understand why I said image and didn't explain to us what it was.
Anybody else got anything exciting going on with the kids?
No, this week sucks. just to be honest.
How's the count? Are we down to the final countdown yet?
We're down to 3. This was a really good weekend. So, yeah. After the waxing and everything, I mean, man, things were good.
I need to get a vasectomy.
Yeah. Totally. You're guaranteed to get some for a while.
Yeah.
No, you're not, because I would be told just to use my hands.
No.
I thought you accidentally burn yourself at work or something. Because you're a professional welder. Just burn your hands at work.
All right. Miranda, where can our listeners find you?
Sorry. You can find me on the TikTok at Rander_Renee.
Home address?
That would be for
Darren?
You can find me on Instagram at Darren_Maffei, and I'll bring you to a link tree with all of my other socials.
Sarah?
You can find me on the TikTok at hi_I'm just Sarah.
Chris?
You can find me on TikTok at ChrisYobNNF.
Redbeard, the producer?
Well, before I give my information, I wanted to let you know I do have something going on this weekend with my kids. It's actually both my kids' birthdays. They are 1 year and 364 days apart. And so we're doing a big water blow up, and having a party for both of them at once. Little life hack there. Save some money. One party instead of two. And then you can just find me over at Disneyverse, DIZNEYVERSE.
And you can connect with all of us. All of our social media links are right there on our website, nonewfriendspodcast.com. While you're there, check out our really sweet merchandise. Join our clubhouse for as low as $2 a month. That is our Patreon. And don't forget to vote for us, Orlando Weekly's Best of Orlando competition under the category Local Notables, Best Local Podcast. That's vote.orlandoweekly.com. Please leave us a 5-star rating or review on Apple or Spotify. That really helps us out. And make sure you subscribe on YouTube so you can watch us when we record every every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can see the funny things that Chris is doing to try to distract me as I'm doing my outro here. On behalf of Redbeard, the producer, The Wise Man, Darren.com, Miranda, Nick, Sarah, Chris, I'm Scott. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next time.
See you later, poopy bus.
Know your friends, just the old and the